do it. You do it. It's Monday night. It's a new era. And I'm not talking about football. It's the end. The last time was Saturday night. The last time was then. It's all over for John Cena. He tapped against a guy who I've been telling you lot from Camden just 4 years ago would rock the world of wrestling, and he's rocking it. He's retired 2 legendary wrestlers in 1 year.
Who's the other one?
Goldberg. Goldberg's last match was against Gunther.
Goldberg?
Gunther beat him.
What?
Yeah.
I thought Goldberg was done, retired years ago.
No, he came back. He had his last match. He lost.
So let me ask you something. You know all this, yeah? You're telling me you're the oracle of wrestling, that, and that. You're the Arsene Wenger.
Oracle.
You're the Arsene Wenger. Yeah, Marv. You're the Arsene Wenger. So why on earth? Why haven't you made it big in this wrestling thing?
Well, because there's not much money in it. I've done like some.
Shut up! You said wrestling's never been bigger than ever.
Yeah, WWE, but that would mean me relocating my whole life. And they don't sleep there. I don't know if I'm like that. That's very.
Lee looks like who? Dusty Rhodes. Senior.
I've got my battery life yet left on my iPad, so can we just crack on, please?
So why do you put your charger?
Here he is, making demands.
Not well.
Wins one game, he's making demands.
He's not well again. Here we go.
Serious, man. My battery's gonna go low, man.
MC Marvelous.
Yo.
Let me get my charger. Speaking of that.
Going on, Lee, you good?
Yeah, 2-0. Vert's starting to get a bit more lively on the ball.
No, he ain't. Lee. Did you see the stats that just came out about him, you idiot? You didn't chat so much shit, bruh. The stats from the last game. The stats from the last game about Rich, they're terrible, bruv.
Let me see.
There's nothing good.
Lively, moving the ball.
Nah, that's
Lee, why is
Shut up, Marv. Shut up.
Look, the man asked me a question. Let me answer the question, innit?
Go on, Marv.
Yeah, he's starting to get involved a lot more. He's playing right across the line. He's moving left, right, centre. He's getting there. It's not great. Liverpool not great at the minute, but you know we've looked a lot more solid than we've looked all season. I'll tell you that. And that's down the formation we're playing.
I'm looking at his stats. He won 9 of his 12 duels, the second most on the day, and made the most recoveries of any outfielder of 9. He created the second most chances of the game, 3, and had the joint second most touches in the opposition box. I saw highlights.
He works hard.
He works hard.
At least he's getting in
the most expensive midfielder in the world, this creative player. We're saying his best attribute now. His best attribute is working hard. Good one.
No, I'm saying that this is
a good one. Yeah, he works hard.
Yeah,
he works hard.
But you know what we've been through of late, and at the minute, that's what we need. We need
players to
get the craft, and
it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and you know, it seems to be, dare I say, I don't want to speak too soon, but it seems to be working at the minute, you know, to a certain degree. Still, there's a big lack of confidence, you know, with the way we play. You can see that, you know, we've not fully recovered from that terrible run we were on. So, you know, we take every point we can get at this stage. And hopefully that will be in this atrocious season where everybody's dropping points and stuff, where most teams are dropping points, we can qualify for Champions League.
Well, this is the thing.
The champions are saying that we can qualify for Champions League. Just let's rephrase that. The second biggest team in England, second most successful biggest team, and they're champions right now, current champions, and they've been champions for 35 years. This is their first time as real champions, and Marv is saying, yeah, we can make Champions League. Okay.
Oh, you've got to be realistically, Chris. You've got to be realistic.
So you're conceding the league. Already.
Well, you conceded it after 3 games.
No. Well, you conceded it after 6. You conceded it after 6 because after 6 games in, you was finished. No. Answer my question. Don't talk about me. Let's talk about you. I've asked you a question. Have you considered the league, Marv? Have you considered the league?
Of course.
Have you considered? Thank you.
I don't take.
Yeah, the league's over for them.
Yeah, I don't take no shame in that. If Chris is trying to get one up by doing that, yeah, we've conceded the league this season, so we've got to consolidate by qualifying for the Champions League. And I don't see nothing wrong
the
with
Champions have conceded the league
that's
already.
real. Well,
Already.
that's real.
Saying that, I mean, look, you can't knock them. They had 2 games, 2 clean sheets, 2 wins.
You can't knock them. Lead.
No, this week. I'm talking about this week.
No. Because in the last 10 games, we can knock them as an overall picture.
Yeah, as a whole, yeah.
Let's not talk about the last 2 games. We've got to have the whole picture.
Right.
Well, we're talking from last week. We were last week. Where we're here this week.
All right, fair enough. Go on.
Of course, you can knock Liverpool. You know, we're the champions. You know, to win the title.
Not only are you champions, you spent the most that anyone's ever spent in one window, and you broke the transfer record twice.
Yeah.
And both players are crap.
Yeah. Just reading some.
Well, the titles, well, and at the minute we're not doing well, so the title's there for you to win, right, Chris?
What? Just reading some. Just before we go to that, just reading some popular tweets about Wirtz's game. Some Samuel LFC said, watching Florian Wirtz.
So a Liverpool fan.
Why you shouldn't be focusing on goals and assists.
A Liverpool fan.
He controls the game.
A Liverpool fan.
Listen,
and how he contributes defensively.
A Liverpool fan.
You can. I mean, Chris is trying to turn this into another hate episode against Liverpool.
No, Marv. I remember you specifically cussing out Nicolas Pepe, yeah, Marv, and calling him the flop of the century. And you got 2 at your club already.
So that remains to be seen. But everything he does, he's comparing it to Arsenal, and they haven't won the title for 21 years.
And neither is Wirtz. What are you on about? Wirtz ain't won nothing at Liverpool. What's Wirtz won at Liverpool? As you keep on telling me about Saka. What's Wirtz won at Liverpool? What's Wirtz won at Liverpool?
Only been, he's not been there 6
Exactly.
years.
Shut up. Stop talking shit.
Well, okay, let's go. Look, it's been a positive week for Liverpool since we were last here. 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. Nobody can take that away from them. Home and away. Away in a tough in till they won it. You can't knock that. We're talking week by week here. We've given enough stick. They've come and answered it. 2 wins. You know, Brighton no mugs. No one wants to take on Brighton. They are a bit tipsy turvy. But you don't want to take them on, and you've got to do the job.
It's early doors in terms of this so-called revival. It's a mini revival. We ain't Manchester United fans here. We ain't United fans.
We're never talking about Salah right now.
Well,
you know, this is no mini revival because Liverpool should be in the top 3 battling for titles.
You're champions.
We're champions.
You're champions.
However, as it stands, we're not there now, so we have to accept the reality of the situation, Chris. And the reality is the situation is that we need to push on for Champions League. And as far as I'm concerned, this average Liverpool team, I don't see it as a problem. To be honest. I don't really see it as a problem.
Let's move from that. Fair enough. Let's go to Arsenal. Now, I haven't seen that, but I was very surprised to see the scoreline. I put 4-0. People put 5-0. You know, home game.
I put 7.
But it was 2 own goals.
But forget your little whatever you're going to say here, Lee.
Well, I'm just.
What happened? What happened? I'll tell you what happened.
Go on.
Everyone saw the Man United game and thought, boom, Arsenal are going to smash them because Man United got 4 against them. And someone on the IG broke it down today. I've saved it.
They've only got 2 points.
Yeah, but listen, what he said was that Wolves didn't respect Man United. They thought they could attack Man United and go toe for toe because they're crap. Right. That's what they felt. So when it came to the Arsenal, they showed a lot more respect than that low blocks, the 2 blocks of 4.
Right.
And that's where Arsenal's shortcomings come because Arteta plays not to lose. It's like low risk football. So there's no risks being taken. And then if the game ends up...
We were saying he's taking a risk against Newcastle.
No, I didn't say... No, I didn't say he took a risk.
I'm saying...
No, you can't say we. You're talking to me. You can't remix what I've said with other people.
I'm saying Arsenal fans.
Yeah, I know Arsenal fans, but you're talking to me.
Fair.
So I don't know why... I don't know why Marvin's laughing because you're the champions and you're shit. So
yeah, champions. You said it. Relative words. You're talking.
Yeah, but you're shit. You're the champions and you're shit. This is the worst. This is the worst defense. This is the worst defense we've seen. This is the worst defense we've seen since Leicester.
Yeah,
well, hold on. Let's come back to this. So, what you know, teams are going to do that more and more now. Then teams are going to do that more and more. Like
they've been doing that. It's not they're going to do it more and more. They've been doing it. But you know, what I mean, it's every game's different, and that was just the one when we struggled. I mean, the performance wasn't good. You're gonna have those times. You're gonna have times where you're gonna struggle in games. But when Liverpool won 5 out of 5 at the beginning, and they were struggling, and they were scoring every goal in the last minute, this is the sign of champions. This is what champions do.
True, very true. Can't knock that.
Why can't we have that?
Get through it. You get through it.
Why can't we? Why is everyone so pressed that we're top?
That's a great point.
We beat Bayern Munich 3-0, and everyone's going, that was swashbuckling in football. Do you know what I'm saying? So we can not play swashbuckling in football every game. No, Marv, stop with that rhetoric that you've heard before. You're just remixing what you've heard online. Lee, we've seen the script already. We've seen the script before. No, what script are you on about, Marv? Because only last year you was boasting how you come second more than anyone, which you haven't. That's a lie, just for starters. You was boasting that coming second with 97 points. You and Clee were both sitting there laughing. Because Liverpool, no one's ever come second with 97 points. That's a sign of a great side. No, it ain't. You came second. Like, how you praise in second place, but when Arsenal do it, it's we've seen this group before. Shut up.
Because
we've given you much praise, mate. I've given you much praise.
Getting there or thereabouts for a long time without landing it. You keep falling at the final hurdle.
Marv, when you was top after 5 games, you were sending us pictures of the league table, and you're telling us this is it. The league's wrapped.
Have a mini collapse around December, then they have another collapse.
No, it's actually November, and there was no mini collapse. It's actually November. If you're gonna quote it right, it's actually November, and we won every game in November. And in December, how can you say mini crisis when we've won every game bar 1?
Yeah, but I'm just expecting the same thing. I expect City to win the title.
Yeah, but where's the mini crisis?
Huh?
Yeah, but why aren't you winning the title? Why aren't you winning the title as champions? Why aren't you winning as champions?
They'll win, they'll draw.
Are you a Liverpool top 4 league?
They'll lose a couple of.
No, they're 7th
or top 5. They'll lose a couple of crunch games, and then they'll draw one, and then Man City will take the lead, and then.
That's okay. Man City can take the lead in it. Man City can take the league, and they probably will take the league.
What history tells me. I've got nothing to say. There's nothing to say Arsenal will win the title this season, despite their incredible start. There's nothing.
Well, this is it. Now, Arsenal sit at top with 36, City 34, Villa, who are on unbelievable form and beat Arsenal, are on 33.
Villa, forget Villa.
What, you can't?
Man City cannot be close. Liverpool are at the title race, we know that. But Man City, in my eyes, Arsenal need to extend that lead. Because going into the new year, they need to have a lead on this side. Because if Pep gets that team right, which is there's signs that they're going to be right, then they'll blow teams away second half of the season because that's what they do. That's what history suggests to me. But Chris may have a point. Arsenal may have
that's what history suggests to you. So what happened last year? Because that's history. Last year was also history.
They were fantastic for 4 seasons on the trot. You're bound to have the nature.
But I said that to you last year and you laughed. I said that to you last year and I said that to you after 5 games this season. I said exactly the same thing and you said that never happened. But now you want to use it as evidence against me.
All I'm saying is, if I'm a betting man, which I'm not, all I'm saying is I know what Pep can do. And if he gets this Man City side right, which there's signs that he is, then come second half of the season, they've got the know-how. And it's whether Arsenal have that mentality to break that barrier. And you know what? Usually when teams do go for titles, they, maybe win a couple or 2 along the way before that. But have Arsenal got the right mentality to break that barrier? Because it's going to be a hard season for you. Trust me, it's going to be a hard season. Listen, I've got 1% left. I'm going to try and come back on my phone, yeah? Okay.
All right. You've got Everton next, Chris.
What, Man United winning?
I'll be back, gents.
I'm not watching the game. I'm watching darts. Yeah, Man United are winning.
Fernandes.
Diallo, it says on.
Fernandes, Diallo.
Well,
Fake.
That means, where are they?
Fake.
Oh, would they be? No, they won't be 4th. Or will they? They might be 4th, right? I don't know. It's not updated. So Everton next, Chris. Away.
That seems like a tough fixture to me. I think we'll beat him. I think we'll beat him.
How confident now are you of winning the league?
I'm confident still.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think Pep's team can be stopped, but obviously if they do go on a run, that's going to be problematic. But I think once you nullify Foden and Haaland, that's it. Well, obviously, Cherokee is a diamond. Cherokee's amazing.
Yeah,
He's
good.
amazing. He's a diamond of a player, but he still needs to stay. He needs to stay fit. He needs to have a run of games. Are these things going to happen? Rodri's still not back. I think his arrival has been delayed. So that's only good enough. That's only for us. Only benefits Arsenal. I still think we can do it. It's gonna be tough. Arteta needs to get the team flowing. He needs to know his best team, which I don't think he does. But I don't think we even know our best team.
Well, I don't know. I think you do. You got the back four, which is Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, and Calafiori. You've got. Well,
wait, not going to be Nketiah.
Don't know. Not yet. I think that works. That's worked nicely, isn't it? You weren't letting in goals. Rice and Zubamendi, Xhaka. Play Eze and then play fantastic Manweke, and then I guess you play what's his name up front.
So where's the captain? Where's the captain? Odegaard play.
I wouldn't have him in at the moment. I wouldn't play him.
The manager ain't gonna do that.
Well, I mean, at the moment, like it was working without him there, wasn't it? Like so. I mean, it's a good predicament to be in. You could be Tottenham. We're fucked. You look at this, same time as last year, under Ange, we had 1 point more than we have now.
Yeah, and where did you finish?
17th. So that worries me now.
So what's the point?
I just don't think the players.
When people start comparing this year, where he was after 13 games this year compared to last year, how dumb that is. That's so dumb when you got a whole season. Yeah, it's not 17 games, it's 16. You got a whole season ahead of you, and it's where you finish is where we can talk. Right now, it's pointless doing that. The Arsenal had the same stats this time last year, whenever it was. I think we was level with the Invincibles.
Well, yeah, but the point I've got
we can all isolate things, the stats, and make it look plush. All you have to remember is losing 34 games in 2 seasons. Spurs have never been more dire in their lives. Bro, no, stop saying you won a trophy because you didn't like that trophy. You didn't even rate that trophy. It was a Channel 5 special. Trophy. No, you didn't love that trophy. You called it a waste of time.
Talk about that. We're not going to
no. But that's what you said. The trophy was a waste of time. It was a Channel. Lee used to call it a Channel 5 special, bro.
Of course it was. Why did I say it?
So because it's crap.
Podcast,
it's become a tier 2 trophy. It was become a tier 2.
It's a tier 2 trophy. I don't disagree.
Since 2005, bro. So let's cut the crap.
No, it's always been a tier 2 trophy.
No, it hasn't always been a tier 2 because it used to be second place winners. Second place position in the league would be.
How far are you going back, bro?
Doesn't matter how far I'm going back. That's my history. That's
not even the 90s, bro.
Yes, it is the 90s because in the 90s it was the top 2.
Yeah, serious. The early 90s, we weren't even watching football.
Lee, we was watching football.
No, bro. There was always two.
No, there wasn't. No, it wasn't.
96.
The first year 2 came in was 96, 97, bruv. Yeah. So you wasn't watching football before that?
Not to the degree that we watch now. No.
Of course, because getting older. But shut up. We was watching football back then, bruv. Don't tell me otherwise.
I would say, but personally, my thoughts on Spurs is
you finished 17th, bro. Lee,
bro. But I'm telling you,
your fans were fighting Big Ange. Your fans were fighting Big Ange, and now you're trying to rewrite history and make it as if he was a top tier manager when he.
No, I don't think that's what they're trying to do.
Do you know why you're in the position you're in now? Because of Ange.
No, I disagree with that.
Yes. If Ange was at your club now, Lee, you wouldn't have won a single game this season.
Okay. But I disagree with what you're saying. I think
you'd be bottom of the league right now.
I think it's much wider than Ange Postecoglou because I look at the performances and I'm seeing the same things. And I saw it before Ange came in. I think there's a wider problem. I think we need to get better players. That's the truth in it. Like, at the end of the day, like I want this manager to succeed.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. You don't want
every time you go down, you say you're not down. So that's a slight at
yeah, no, but they did because I felt that Ange should have had another chance.
After losing 17 games?
The emotional side of me would have wanted him to stay because I felt that he had to get through a season with like Gray and Davis and people at the back, and he's still got us the one semi-final and
So
one.
what did they do with Forest? Lost every game. They brought in Sean Dyche.
Yeah, but that was because they are a totally different team.
Brought in Sean Dyche. Boom.
And smashed it because he's playing to their strength. He's doing what they were doing before. Do you know what I mean? He plays to
that's the Spurs' problem. They think they've got this way of playing, this philosophy. You've got no philosophy.
No, he ain't got no philosophy. I agree with you. Like there isn't.
Yeah, so you need to relax. There's no old Spurs way. You need to relax and let Frank do his bit. He's got to clean up. He's got to clean up 2 years. The irony is here, right? You tried to cuss me on this podcast and tried to cuss me in the WhatsApp group and say to me, "Oh, you got it wrong with Arteta. You've got no patience." I've been waiting 7 seasons. You can't even wait one window.
Yeah, but you could see under Arteta that things.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. We lost in a 10-game period. In a 10-game period, he had lost 7 games, drew 2, 1-1. Do you think that's Arsenal standard? Is that Arsenal standard?
He nearly lost his job then.
Is that the Arsenal standard?
Win against Chelsea.
Exactly. And then what? We gave him. And when Arsenal didn't qualify for a Champions League, because it's on this podcast, when we didn't qualify for a Champions League, you said Arsenal will not have a better chance of making Champions League ever again. That's what you said.
Of course I said it. Yeah, of course I did.
Well, but the season after we came second in the league.
Exactly. So more for me. More for me. Happens all the time in this game.
So listen to me for
once.
My
point was, he won a trophy in his first season, wasn't even his first full season, won the FA Cup, right? Then had to weed out the shit that he had to get rid of, right? So the Ozils, the Aubameyangs and all that. David Luiz, got rid of them all, slowly but surely. Built a culture, whether we like it or not, built a culture. Took a couple of years, but on the day-to-day running of it, the board went, no, we know what we're going with. Now, if they see that with Frank at Tottenham, I'm all in. I do think he needs to get back. I don't think we have a good enough players. I also think there's certain elements of it that have to change. For example, I think the goalkeeper.
Who you was loving off before?
No, I liked him at the start because I felt that he was playing with confidence. The team was playing with confidence, but it didn't take very long for last season to show, a bit of pressure. He fumbles it. I don't think he's great at distribution. He can't play it long, so he's a good shot stopper. But I just feel like those kind of elements of the game have to be eradicated. You can't be playing short football like that. You can't be doing things like that. It's just bullshit. So there's a lot that has to change, and it's not. And the romantic in me loves Poch. The romantic in me loves but at the same point, I'd be as fickle as anyone. If Frank goes 10 on the bounce, I'd be cheering him. That's all we want to see. I think what's happened, personally, is that Thomas Frank has come in, started well. You know what I mean? It seemed like there was a bit of an organisation. Couldn't get home wins. That didn't help his case. And then there was a couple of it, losing to Chelsea and Arsenal in the manner that we did. Look, them, no doubt Arsenal are better than us. I would never dispute that.
You're a joker because you enjoyed getting smacked up at home with 9 men to Chelsea. You rated that.
Yeah, but that was in a very different context. Very different context.
Yeah, but you rated that. But you got slapped up the same way.
No, I think that's unfair because that's a very different context.
Yeah, but you got slapped up the same way.
Okay, we could talk about that all night. But my point is that when you play Chelsea, when you play Arsenal, at least if you can fight, the Spurs, we know where we are. As much as we want to swing our dicks and think we're bigger than we are, we know where we are. If you give us the fight, at least we're gonna commend that. No one wants to lose all the time, but it was the manner we lost. Like at home to have 0.01 XG is bad, bro. That's bad. That game against Arsenal, I watched it in a pub, right? And it was a training game for Arsenal. It was a training game. It was about how much can we keep the ball? How can we break down these banks of four?
Was that the Emirates though, wasn't it?
It was at the Emirates, yeah. But look, Wolves was at the Emirates. But Wolves put up a better, more sterner fight, nearly nicked the point, scored in the last minute, but conceded in the stoppage time. Spurs, we're done. Like it was like mistakes and just nothing about them. And that's frustrating. That's frustrating.
Look at everyone's on your side. This Tim Pot Charlie over here. This Man City fan here. Tim Pot club he's got. He's on me. He says he ain't seen the title in 20 years, Chris. I remind you, Charlie, you came from Division 3, my boy. You will always be known as the Division 3 kid. Remember that. That's what Man City are. That's their heritage, is Division 3.
I'll be the first to give praise to Arsenal. I've got no harm in doing that. You know, I like to wind up, but you know, in true reality of it, they're a top side. But I need to see more from Tottenham. It's been poor, man. It's been poor, and the players, you know, they're not the best, but you know, some of them, you know, we shouldn't be losing games.
But hasn't he got injuries though?
To 2 players.
Where's Madders?
3 if you count Maddison, Solanke, and Kulusevski. You know, I think
so you're 3 main attacking players.
Well, I'd say 2 because I think that we've got enough in Kudus, what we didn't have last year with Maddison and Kulusevski. We got someone who runs with the ball, who makes things happen.
Yeah. So what? You don't think Kudus is going to play with Kulusevski? Kulusevski's your best player.
Kulusevski would be great. Yeah, with me, and
Madders is your attacking outlet. What are you on about? All 3 players will start.
Well, they may do, but I'm not sure. But Maddison, top player, but I think, you know, I don't look at it and go, oh yeah, we've lost as much. Kulusevski, I think
you was loving off Madders last 2 seasons
ago. Now.
You were trying to compare him to Odegaard, sucking him off.
What we need and what we've got good enough players, and we still don't show what we've got. The Fulham game was another one. We're at home, man, and
but at home you've been dire. You have been dire at home,
and you can't help fans getting frustrated with that, because at least under Ange it was frustrating, but it was frustrating because we're going full throttle. Right, but you're seeing shit happen. Things are
but that full throttle is not going to win you games, because it didn't. It made you lose 22 games in one season.
Second half,
you lost 22 games in one season, bro.
Yeah, that was poor. But what my point is that at least when you was watching those games, things were happening. But Liverpool champions this time last year, score was 6-3. Right, that was the kind of
that's
thing.
That's not good.
No, but what I'm saying is, at least you could see intent.
But that's not good.
And he lost his job because he didn't have the same intent with the defense as he did the forwards.
Because he had childish tactics. He had childish tactics, bro.
But what I'm saying is, then, so you go from that and you go, well,
as Maddison said the other day, Maddison said the other day that he's like, oh, we could be so free and we could play anywhere, but the number 2 and the number 3 would be the number 10s. And do you know how ridiculous that is?
Well,
in theory, if it sounds expansive, it sounds, this is free-flowing football. But in reality, the way football's right now, that ain't working.
Well, I
especially
don't know.
If you ain't got the quality. Especially if you ain't got the quality, which you didn't.
My point is the team ain't that bad, and it's been made.
But it's not that good. It's not that good either. You think it's good.
Fair enough, but Chris, then I'm not here to dispute that. I think you're right, but there's enough to make ourselves go for it and have better chances than we've been showing in games like Fulham, like Wolves.
Where are you in the league now?
Fulham. We're 12th, bro.
So not 17th.
No, but like we weren't 17th this time last season. We were 10th. At this same game last season, we were 10th.
Yeah, but you finished 17th.
Right, yeah, but who says we won't finish as low as that now? That's a scary
thing.
Won't.
No, you won't under Frank.
I don't think we will, but I didn't think we'd finish 17th last year. But you don't know, do you? You don't know what happens. You don't know. We've got to go. We've got Liverpool next. We've got Liverpool Saturday.
Forget it. As crap as they've been, if they got the Mo Salah vibes are back.
Well, he's not there, is he? He's
not there, but the vibe, everything's good at the club again.
Well, for this week, it's a bit job. But, you know, you can't knock them. Yeah, it's been a great week for them. Right. We'll sign off.
Mad that Kendall didn't come after he's asking if there's going to be a pod. He didn't even come.
Where is he?
Classic. He asked if there's going to be a pod. I said, yeah. He didn't come.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, well. We were here, and it was a good debate. We've talked Liverpool. We've talked Arsenal. We've talked Tottenham. You know, this week's going to be a big week, man. It's going to be a big week.
Love.
Right, love.
When you coming round?
It should be...
You said it's coming around this week. Here we go.
No. I'm hoping to be this week. If not, like when I come back, I'm going to see Orin on Wednesday. I'm going to watch wrestling in Manchester, and then I'm hoping to come back on Thursday, if not Friday. Are you at home? What time are you normally home?
Next week, guys.
What time are you normally home?
2:30 plus. Yeah, 3 o'clock. I'll be on.
Yeah, it might not be a long stay, but I'm definitely going to come.
Love. There we go.
Love.
10-minute stay, guys. 10-minute stay. Love.
Get that Chinese on.